Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you've just come across me. My name's Chris, I'm really pleased to meet you. Today we're going to be creating this pink eye look using a dupe palette for HUDA Beauty New Nudes. It's from Beauty Glazed. It's called Perfect Eyeshadow. If you'd like to know how I got the look, please stay tuned. This is inside the palette, it looks beautiful. So firstly we're going to take Scarlet shade and we're just going to apply it to the lid using a nice fluffy brush. I've just made it like a sweeping motions and sort of angled at the sides just so we can create that winged out look later on. We're going to take the shade Maroon now and we're going to apply it just underneath what we've already done, just in the crease of the eyes, just to deepen it slightly. And we're just going to take a slightly smaller brush than we did before and we're just going to create that shadowing effect. I'm just starting to reblend as well the first shade that we put in, just so we're blending them both together so it's nice and seamless too. With a tiny little detail brush, and we're going to take Coco now, which is the nice dark brown shade. We're just going to apply that yet again under what we've just applied, just to deepen it even more. I've jumped ahead and I've applied concealer to my lid just to cut the crease. I'm just working it in now, and this will act as a nice base for the shimmer colours that we're going to apply later. And I'm just powdering down there with some NYX Studio HD setting powder just so it won't crease. With an angled brush now I'm just going back into Coco and I'm just going to create a winged line just up to the top of where I've started the deeper brown, and I'm just going to go work across the lid, and I'm going to do on the other eye as well. Like I say, it'll just emphasise that winged out look more. With this same shade now I'm just filling in the outer V just to add some nice depth to each of the corner of the eyes just before we put that shimmer on. So I've just started to pat it on first, and then I'm just blending it through. Taking the first pink shimmer shade in the palette called Blink, I'm just applying that to the inner parts of the eyes with a brush first. I do change my mind later and do start applying it with my finger because it did apply better. Taking the second shimmer shade called Rosy, I'm just applying that to the middle of the eye now, just in between the lighter colour and the brown. So I'm just working that right the way back to the brown shade, and now I'm going to be using my fingers. As I said earlier, it does apply better with your fingers, as most shimmers do, so I just put a little bit more on and it did brighten it up. I'm just reapplying the first shade that we added to the eyes, just to merge everything in together so there's no harsh lines, and it does soften everything up. Using a brown eyeliner from Revolution Pro now, I'm just applying to the top and bottom waterline just to add that little bit of colour. I've been off camera and I've put on my foundation now, and so I'm just going to be using a powder foundation from Revolution Pro because my foundation was very light, and this just adds a little bit more colour to my face. Using the Primark PS Concealer stick, I'm just marking out now where I want my contour shades to go. So I've just put it under the bottom of the cheekbones, and I'm going to put it all around my hairline and along my jawline, and then I shall blend it in. Using yet another Revolution product, I'm just going to be adding a little bit of blush to the apples of my cheeks, just to merge in with that contour shade, and then I will be highlighting too. We're going back to the eyeshadow palette now, and we're going to use a tiny little flat brush and the colour Coco. We're just running that underneath the eye line, and then we're going to add the colour Scarlet as well. That's just to merge everything in nicely and just to open your eyes out, and so you've got the colour at the top and the bottom as well. Going back to the highlighter that we used earlier, I'm just taking a pencil brush and I'm just going to add it into the corners of the eyes and also on the brow bone, just to highlight underneath the eyebrows. Using a fixing spray from HUDA Revolution, I'm just going to spritz over my face just so I can melt all those powders in. And I'm just drying it off with my fan, just for quickness. And finally, just to complete the look, I'm just going to add this lip gloss from Makeup Obsession. Well lovelies, that's my finished look for today. I really hope you've enjoyed watching my video. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel, that would mean the world to me. And if you have liked it, give us a thumbs up, that would be brilliant. Until the next time, see you again soon. Love you loads. Bye.